What's up, guys? Today I thought it would be fun to revisit Big Ed and just see the fallout, see how he's responded to everything, the criticism, the backlash, because it's been really interesting to see this play out. If you've been watching this show, you probably have been following the aftermath. Big Ed's been doing a lot of live Instagram updates. He's been trolling Rosemarie. Whenever somebody gets famous from a show like this, there's two totally different approaches that they can take when they get this newfound fame. And Big Ed has gone one way and Rosemarie has gone the other way, and it's been really interesting to see this play out. So I thought it would be fun to explore all that today. In the matter of a month, we've come so far with him being like this now.
Okay, here we go. So, knock, knock. Who's there? Why don't you fuck yourself?
To how he was in the show, trying to get people sympathy.
So I need to try to put my life back together. I want to reach out to my daughter, Tiffany. I want her to know that this was about me following my heart. It was about me trying to find love for me. And in the end, I get nothing.
The thing about Big Ed is everything he says, it's like, unless you watch the full show, it's like easy to feel bad for him because the way he says things, it's like he always looks at himself as the victim. It also doesn't help the fact that TLC has really sad music playing in the background. Anytime somebody's feeling sad, you want to feel bad for them. But going beyond all the lies he told throughout the show, all the mean things he said to Rosemarie, the thing that really stands out to me is what he said.
That this was about me following my heart. It was about me trying to find love for me.
It was about him trying to find love for him and not for them. He's very full of himself. Everything he says is about him. I think the perfect marriage for Big Ed would be for him to clone himself and then just marry himself. I think that would probably turn out pretty well. They like the same things. They could get their foot massages together. Best part would be they wouldn't have to worry about the lies they've told each other because they already know what the lies are.
The first thing I did is I went and got tested, for STD, and I was clean, which I knew I was. But they also measured me, and the girl goes, okay, you're 50, you're 5 feet and a half an inch with shoes on. So I'm actually, in reality, I'm 5 foot. So I don't know if I grew, 3 inches or I just, misrepresented my height. So she kind of made a big deal about that.
You could just see the wheels turning in his head. He's like, what did I say? What was the last lie that I told? The biggest reason you don't want to lie is it's for that reason. Because if you don't lie, then you don't have to keep track of all your lies, and you don't have to remember your story because it's the truth. He unzips his book bag, and there's just like 20 different books from past relationships. He has to have like a journal. A little journal of all the lies he's told that day. Every conversation he has with Rosemarie, he's like, just a second, let me turn to page 42. What was I supposed to say? It's way easier to tell the truth. So this is the direction that Big Ed has taken after fame.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Why don't you fuck yourself?
We've seen this a lot on YouTube with different YouTubers. The career troll, the professional troll, the only way for him to keep his name out there is just to feed off trolling people. He fired a lot of shots at Rosemarie.
Guys, it's so weird. I wake up this morning and I realize that my mouthwash matches my Lysol. So I wonder what that says about my breath. That's crazy!
That clip is a reference to when he gave her mouthwash as a present.
So this is mouthwash? Your breath is not pretty.
When really she had an ulcer. And even him now knowing that she has an ulcer, he's still doing this. I think he knows it's a pretty terrible thing to do, but it also keeps his name in the news, and he can keep his 15 minutes of fame going and keep profiting off of riling people up and being just an absolute troll. And it seems to really be working out for him. After the show ended, he's had 37 marriage proposals. 37 marriage proposals. 37 different people watched this show and was like, yeah, that sounds fun. He looks like a great guy. He cheated on his wife. He made fun of Rose the whole time, lied to her multiple times. But he looks like a good guy. He spent about 33 minutes on Instagram talking with fans. He's gotten a lot of fans from the show just by trolling Rosemarie. In this article, Big Ed says that he's getting hit on left and right after his breakup. With the internet, people are able to find a way to just be trolls and turn trolling into a whole career path. We've seen this happen a lot on YouTube. One person being Trisha Paytas. They say the craziest, most outlandish things that you have to talk about it. On the other end, the one person who hasn't changed throughout this whole thing is Rose. If you check her Instagrams, the pictures she posts now are the exact same type of pictures that she posted before the show even aired. All of her posts are really encouraging. Just the way that Big Ed and Rose have responded to the situation, to me, shows a lot of who was in the right the whole time. Rose was always herself, and she's still herself after all of this. Big Ed keeps changing his story, changing his personality. He's like a little chameleon. I just think it's funny that the whole show he questioned if she was in it for the right reasons or if she was just in it for fame, and he's the one doing everything that he can to keep himself out in the news. Two totally different approaches to fame, and to me this whole fallout has been just as interesting as watching the show. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome, and I hope you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Damn.